Alright, at the bottom left is the blue Terran. We do have KawaiiRice, and yep, at the top right as the brown Zerg, we do have Cute. Now, Cute, I think, is a pretty solid Zerg player as well. And KawaiiRice, it'll kind of be a question of what kind of shape he's in. If KawaiiRice was at his peak form, I think I would favor him in this matchup. But at the moment, I'm not really sure. I did watch his stream, I think a week ago maybe now, and he was still kind of, you know, getting up to his old level. But it's great to see him come back, though. It is definitely great to see him come back. I do miss the good old days of the KawaiiRice stream. I think he was actually one of the first streamers that I started watching because of the good old weeb music. Anyway, TvZ on Bluestorm. This should be interesting. I feel like I've just seen a lot of Protosses play on this map, and not a lot of TvZ. So let's see how this goes. Looks like KawaiiRice going to go for the block here. Interestingly, KawaiiRice's name is apparently too long, so he is KawaiiRice for this game. And we're gonna see an overpool from Cute. Interesting. Overpool against Terran. It's almost always 12 hatch, right? I mean, nowadays Zergs are overpooling against Protoss for sure, but against Terran, that's kind of interesting. So he's building a wall here. Now, I don't actually know how this wall works. Like, if he builds a depot or a barrack or a factory here, that's not tight, right? It's still not going to be tight between the two buildings. So I'm not sure what's going on here. Like, if he built the barracks here, that would be tight between the buildings, but maybe it wouldn't be tight on the right side. So I guess either way he would have a gap. I guess, I don't know. Maybe he doesn't care that much about a full wall in, if he's going for the expand anyway. Because he's actually not taking the gas. So he could actually just be going for a 1-Rax expand with like a pseudo wall to prevent Zerglings from running into his base, I guess. Which is fine, which is good. It's not a full wall. Hey, Phasic4. Thank you for tuning in, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate the kind words. And Cute does not appreciate this engineering bay, though. Definitely does not appreciate this. Oh, you might kill the SCV, though. It's not ideal. Doesn't. Oh! I think that was cancelled. Wow, that was really close. I think that was cancelled at like 6 HP. That was extremely close there. If you'd actually killed that without it being cancelled, that might have actually been better for Cute than KawaiiRice, but I'm fairly certain that actually was cancelled. Just extremely close. Whew. Okay, wow, so we actually have bunker mode here for KawaiiRice. Is this bunker entirely necessary? I mean, I guess he doesn't want to die stupidly to some early Zerglings, and overpool against Terran is slightly dodgy. But surely he could have just put 2 SCVs in the block and been fine as well. I mean, the bunker, I guess the bunker will help later on as well. He's doing a good job keeping this SCV alive, actually. It's been on 5 HP for a long time. It's 1 Zergling hit away from death, and he's actually been able to keep this alive for a really long time. This is not easy. Meanwhile, we have the pretty standard hatchery layout here from Cute. This hatchery on the side rather than just in the main actually helps if the Terran player was going for some kind of sneaky vulture build. I think that helps to block the vulture run by. And it looks like Kawhi just going to poke around here at the front with his marines. Command center is going to be done shortly, so just wants to push those guys back, buy himself a bit of space. He's getting the gas, the second barracks. It's like going for a normal 2-Rax build. Kind of hard to say. Is that an eBay? No, it is the Academy. Okay, so it is just a 2-Rax Academy build from KawaiiRice. I guess that's what he was familiar with. I'm pretty sure he switched to SC2 before 1-Rax, Fast +1 5-Rax became the norm in TvZ, so he's probably not too familiar with that style. Oh, look at that little tucked in command center hat. It's gonna pop out now. Hey! Somebody said that this only happens with the pre-order skin, which is kind of lame. It should happen with everything, right? I mean, it's just such a cool little thing. He tucks in his little head. He's like a little turtle. It's like a little command center turtle. Alright, so things maybe gonna try and pick some SCVs off on the top side of the mineral line. Be annoying. Yeah. Marines don't want to walk out too far just in case they get debated. Whoa, hello. That was slightly ambitious. Alright, that was a little strange by Q to attack there with those lings. You definitely should have pulled those back. Nice little micro by Kawhi, make sure he didn't lose any. And we are going to see a 3-edge muta here from Cute. Who... Let's see, where is he going to take his third base? I feel like Zergs usually take it at the bottom right from this position, even though I've been wondering why the 12 o'clock is not taken more. Because if you go muta anyway, you can help defend that, and it's much easier to defend this base with lurkers. I guess you need to ask some Zerg player about the reasoning behind that, or maybe the chat can tell me. So we've got some more barracks added on. Interestingly, range is only just started, even though he's attacking right now. Presumably Stim is done already though, which is probably the more important upgrade, at least until the mutas come out. And gonna grab a few random things. Wow, I thought that was a muta for a second. That freaking Kakaru. Where'd he go? Hey Kakaru, get back here. Hey, where'd you go, man? Look at this guy. Freaking Kakaru. Can I keep him oh, I can keep him selected out of the fog when he goes back in Fog of War. That's pretty cool. And I heard a scan. Yep, scan bottom right. Doesn't see anything. He's looking for the third. I'm looking for Kakaru. Oh, it's gone again. There's one over here, though. Alright, sorry. So that range is going to finish, so now he's going to actually start putting on some real pressure, but mutas should be coming out, right? Okay, so the mutas are out, and they're going to look for the Terran army. Range is actually not quite done, I think. It'll be done in the next couple of seconds, though. So it should be done, I guess, like now-ish. Probably done. Yeah, okay, so range is finished. Plus one is halfway done, though. And this is not a very big group of Marines. I feel like the mutas can quite easily micro this down. This should be a piece of cake for these mutas. If Cute has, you know, halfway decent muta micro, which I do believe he should. Alright, looks like he's being quite cautious about these Marines. I don't know if he clicked them to verify that they actually don't have +1, but KawaiiRice is actually doing a really good job microing this. Did you see that? Focusing down one muta already. And he's deliberately targeting individual muta here every time they come in. But I think that's going to be the end of this group now. Only a handful of Marines left. Wow, gets a second muta though, and a third muta. Wow, 3 mutas for that Marine group is not bad at all. Definitely not bad. I thought they would get taken down much more easily than that. Lurker aspect is on the way. I think another scan was just expended on the bottom right. You can see we have vision here with nothing present. So KawaiiRice just checking that again. Definitely expects the Zerg to expand there. I don't know what... Okay, it looks like a drone is finally going down there now. It's a little bit late on the third expansion here from Q, but he is moving into the main base of KawaiiRice. Slightly wonky turret placement, although he does have the turret in the bottom left, which is actually doing a lot of damage to these mutas, and it looks like it's actually going to work out. Going to delay the starport once again on his way out, but oh no, he's actually stopping for some reason. Oh man, barely getting away with most of his units. A scan at the 6 o'clock. Interestingly, Kawhi didn't scan the 12 o'clock though. So I guess just does not expect the Zerg base at the 12 o'clock at all. And a Queen's Nest is here. He's ready to get a hive, but he just doesn't. He needs the third base, right? He needs the third gas for those hive units. There you go. It's quite late, but I guess it is kind of confusing for Kawhi. He's really unsure what's going on with the Zerg. Why there's no third base yet, or he's wondering maybe is it at the 12? Is it even snuck at the top left for some bizarre reason? Who knows? That's a lot of turrets at the natural though. I like the natural turret placement much better than the main one. I heard another scan, but I'm not sure where that was. Possibly in the Zerg's main. We could have some hold lurkers here though. He could have may have scanned the middle for hold lurkers. I was trying to look on the minimap where he scanned. Oh, it's not hold lurkers though. And there's the scan. Is he actually going to fight this? It's a little bit difficult. Yeah, his Marines weren't really in a good position to engage there. So, just going to back off. That's fine. It's like Hive is on the way, and actually Cute gonna kind of double expand here. Take the Mineral Only. Mineral Only is not amazing in ZVT anyway, but might as well take that, because otherwise that would just be a normal macro hatchery anyway, I think. And it's like 5 barracks pumping. KawaiiRice just chilling in the middle of the map. Doesn't really want to fight the lurkers on the top of, like, I think this is a ramp, right? It's like a super long ramp. Doesn't actually have an insane amount of Marines. Might wait for the vessel, maybe wait for a tank or something. I don't know, is he making tanks? He's making tanks. Alright, gonna wait for the tanks, wait for the vessel, maybe even have his +1 armor upgrade by the time he attacks, which will help a lot against the lurkers, of course. And in the meantime, wait, he's getting a Hydra speed. What the? Why the heck is Cute getting a Hydra speed? Is that like a misclick? No, that can't be a misclick. How could you possibly misclick Hydra speed? Because after getting lurker research, there's no need for you to click on the hydrogen anymore, right? So it's got to be on purpose. Interesting. But he went for a Hive, so it's not like he's going Hydra lurker. And he didn't get the range attack upgrade either, I'm pretty sure. What upgrade is he getting? He's getting Carapace. So he's going for the normal lurkerling Defiler. And just got, it's gonna have some fast Hydras. Very, very peculiar. And he's not getting Hydra range either. So I'm not sure what his intention is with that. I mean, I guess much later in the game, if he gets a sick Plague off on a bunch of vessels, he can make one Hydra that's super fast and run around and kill all the vessels, but it's quite a while before we get to that point. And here we go. Trying to bust up the ramp here. Here come the Mutaling. The Muta's actually pausing a little bit. Nice stim up there. Oh man. Really needs these lurkers to be a part of the action if he wants to go in like that. He could have done it actually, I think. If he brought his lurkers, he could have gone for an attack there, but decided to pull back instead, doing the safer route, and it's actually allowing Kawaii to move up the middle. So Kawaii's not going to try and move up here and fight him when he has the good position. He's actually instead going to go siege down the Zerg's Natural from outside here, and this is a super annoying position. Meanwhile, it looks like some Mutas potentially going to just pick off reinforcements. Looks like there's some reinforcements. There's a dropship as well, but a decent number of Marines. I don't think these Mutas... Oh man, these Mutas are not doing anything! Holy Mutas! He was trying to fly over to the third, but that did not do anything. And this is one annoying thing about Blue Storm, is tanks can shell your main building from outside the little cliff thing, which makes it super hard to attack into. And he's actually going to lose this. The Defiler's coming out, but if KawaiiRice just focuses on the hatchery, I think he can kill it. I think he can ignore the lurkers and just focus on the hatchery. Is he going to do that? Yes, he is. He kills the hatchery, irradiates the Defiler. Looks like the Mutas just gave up and flew off to the top left. KawaiiRice has his third mineral only. And KawaiiRice, currently with a 30 supply lead, and having just killed the Zerg's Natural, is in pretty good position. But the bottom left is up with the Nidus Canal. The mineral only is up. So Cute gonna stay on 2 gases. He's gonna rebuild that Natural. And he does have his Hive Tech, at least. So he's in good position in that regard. It's gonna be pretty difficult for Kawhi to actually make progress up here towards the 3rd or even the 4th base. Looks like instead gonna randomly send 3 Marines over there. But of course, 2-1 Marines, just 3 of them will actually kill 3 Mutas. Marines are pretty darn good. And looks like there's a drop at the top right. We actually caught it. That's amazing. He's going to kill a couple of drones. And he's actually going to go for the spawning pool here. Could potentially go for the Spire next. Spire is always a nice juicy target because it does have less HP than most other buildings. And looks like he's actually just going to fight the drones and Marines. Oh my god, this drop is doing insane amount of damage. Even the Scourge don't manage to connect. All the drones are dying. Cute decided to just stay there. Meanwhile, Kawhi, with the main force, is going to the bottom right. There's an Ultra Cavern there, but there's a Dark Storm. The Marines will have to pull back, but the top right drop is doing so much damage. I don't know what Cute was thinking there, putting his drones back. These are 2-1 Marines. There is no way drones will do anything against them. Oh my god. Kawhi's not even paying attention anymore. It doesn't matter. They did their work. Holy, what else is going on here? What else could have been happening for Cute to just not look at that? Alright, looks like the Ling's finally moving in now. But if the Marines get a good position behind the minerals... Oh no, the medic is not there! Oh, but it doesn't matter. Look at that. The Ling's only with +1 carapace against 2-1 Marines, and the Marines still alive, and now Kawhi's main force using that medic Marine mobility. Ooh, unfortunately for him, though, losing the Science Vessel. But he could run around the back, though. He doesn't have to go this way. He can go down here. You can run around the back. And another drop? I think that was another drop. I'm not sure how else those Marines would. I mean, I guess they could have walked into here, but I didn't really see how those guys got in there. But the Marines in the main base, oh, tried to get the hive. Man, if there were like 3 AFK Marines at the top for a while, if he had been shooting this hive the whole time, I think he actually could have killed it. But he is loading up double dropships now, while still pressuring the middle of the map. Looks like Cute is kind of regaining control of the middle here, but look at this massive supply lead for Kawhi. 150 to 85. One more drop could finish off this hive. Still no mining there. No mining from the natural either, due to that whatever random thing that was. Ultralisks are out, but he can't really afford too many. He is getting the Carapace upgrade while Kawhi gets the top left base. And Kawhi's not even mined out yet, which is slightly surprising. This makes me think his SCV saturation is not the greatest. That might be perhaps one of the few things that I can actually critique from his game right now, which is perhaps the SCV saturation. But other than that, doing a great job. Maybe he can add a few more production buildings here too. He's been on just 5 factories, 1 port, 1 fact for... Oh, there they are. Okay, never mind. Excuse me. He actually built the facts up here, which I think it makes a lot of sense. You know, you avoid the weird pathing issues from this little thingy. You can just rally them up onto the high ground. There's more space up here anyway. He's kind of running out of space here. He doesn't want to build too far to the right because it's a bit more vulnerable to the Zerg. And looks like another drop in the back there. There was a dropship that looked like it went into the main base. A lot of drone sight here at the natural, but the hive appears to still be standing. No! The hive was actually killed off. I'm so sorry. That drop actually killed off the hive. Oh man, I need to pay more attention to these dropships, man. I thought I was doing a good job. I caught that first drop in the top right, but then completely missed the follow-up drop, which did actually finish off the hive. So he's rebuilding that hatchery now, and continuing to put pressure on the middle of the map, taking a little bit of damage from these lurkers. But losing a few Marines here and there just does not really matter at this point. And he's even dropping behind the bottom right with just a single Marine that's left. Oh man, go Marine, go. Whoops. Meanwhile, vessels running rampant. And this dropship's gonna peace out. It took the medic home, alright. Good job. We did it, boys. Jobs are good. And look at all these idle SCVs here. Look at all the buildings with no creep anymore. Oh no. Poor Zerg. Poor Zerg. It's like top left base is happily mining away. Kawhi, ooh, adding a lot of fire bats now to help deal with that dark swarm. Staying on the barracks, not doing the mech switch like we see a lot nowadays. I mean, he does have 3 extra factories here, but he appears to mainly be producing siege tanks supported by Marines, by Bio, Medic Marine Firebat, rather than doing the complete mech switch, which I think is fine, because on Blue Storm I don't think there's quite as many resources as on a big 4-player map. So this seems like a pretty decent choice. I do like the combined arms force. It's very cool. It's very much more realistic, I suppose. Here we go, moving in. Oh man, Lurker's getting blown up as they try to run away. This mirror only is going to be forfeit. Nothing Q can do here, I think. I don't think he necessarily even needs to overcommit to this minute only. This is not the most important base right now. Gas bases are much more important, so might as well let this one go. No point fighting up a hill into all of these siege tanks. KawaiiRice, meanwhile, taking another base here, has something like an 80 supply advantage. Now Zerg can do very efficient defenses with the Dark Swarm, but this vessel cloud is also starting to build up. Cute did kill a few vessels. Ooh, pretty decent plague there, catching onto the bio. But now that the science vessels is coming, I don't see any Scourge anywhere. 2 Defilers gone. He's going to even irradiate these lurkers as well, and then move back to the safety of his army. Meanwhile, looks like another drop attempted at the top right. Not able to do anything. A random Mutalisk. I'm not sure where the heck this guy came from. A random Muta was just chilling there. KawaiiRice. Oh man, he's even sieging the outside of the natural. Look at this, he's got 2 armies. One army is up here at the natural. The other army is going down to the bottom right. I'm going to take a look at this. Looks like Dark Swarm is going to hold off the army at the bottom right. The huge army. I don't even have enough energy to deal with this army right now, but KawaiiRice is doing it somehow. Look at that. He doesn't care about the Dark Swarm. He's just walking through it. And he's denying mining at the natural here. Man, Cute is got to be like in his head complaining about how unfair Blue Storm is. Because if you think about it, he's one big reason he's so far behind right now is because he lost his natural expansion so early to the initial Terran attack. And on most maps, I don't think he would have necessarily lost that. It was just because KawaiiRice could siege it from outside this cliff, and that was impossible for Cute to attack into, that he actually lost his natural expansion to the first Terran attack. So that's pretty unfortunate there for Cute. And of course, after that, you know, the drops and everything else just compounded into him losing the game. So I don't want to blame it entirely on the map, but it was definitely unfortunate. And here we go, Science Vessel Swarm coming in. See you later, except not enough. Oh no, he's going for the eraser. Oh no, Cute's not paying attention. No. Oh god, the explosions. What's he looking at? He's looking at the front, I guess. Oh god. Oh no, he saw it, but they're not going anywhere. Oh god, run drones. Ah, it's painful. Wow, look at this multitasking by KawaiiRice. It's actually pretty insane. I don't know how much practice he's gotten, but multitasking is super difficult even when you're in practice. But look at him; he's got 3-2 upgrades as well. Really nicely upgraded Marines, focusing down those drones. Look at that! No drones left for Mr. Cute. Down to 69 supply, 70 supply against 100. He's got 100 supply deficit to KawaiiRice right now. And GG from Cute. KawaiiRice takes game number 2 in favor of Team WCE. Wow, what a good game that was. Holy moly, alright. See, that's what I'm talking about. KawaiiRice showing us what's up.